We are the most distracted generation in history. We are constantly seeking a hit of dopamine from our phones, our food, and our followers. This is the story of the dopamine detox and the terrifying peace of a mind that is finally quiet. Think about your day. How many times did you check your phone before you even got out of bed? How many notifications popped up while you were trying to work? How many times did you open a social media app just because you had a spare second? It's a quick, easy hit of dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. Our brains love it. The problem is, they're starting to love it a little too much. This constant stream of easy rewards has a dark side. It's called the cheap joy trap. Imagine you want to learn a new skill, write a book, or start a business. These are big, long-term goals. Now, compare that to the instant pleasure of watching a funny video or seeing a new notification on your phone. Your brain, being an efficiency machine, will always prefer the path of least resistance. So you tell yourself you'll work on your project in just a minute, after one more video. Your big dreams are left collecting dust because they can't compete with the constant temptation of cheap joy. This isn't a failure of willpower. We're trading our long-term success and fulfillment for a handful of digital candies. The first step is something that sounds both incredibly simple and profoundly difficult. We need to relearn how to do nothing. We need to rebuild our boredom muscle, not waiting for a web page to load bored, but genuinely, existentially bored with absolutely no stimulation. For most of us, that feeling is terrifying. We've forgotten how to just sit with our own thoughts. But boredom is not the enemy. It's actually a crucial mental state. It's the quiet space where your brain can finally process information, connect ideas, and solve problems in the background. And it's just in this wandering that you might stumble upon your next great idea or gain a new perspective on a problem you've been stuck on. Put your phone in another room for 15 minutes. Go for a walk without headphones. Just sit on a bench and watch the world go by. It will feel uncomfortable at first, like an itch you can't scratch. You're training your brain to find entertainment within itself, not from an external device. Once you start getting comfortable with boredom, you're ready for the next level, the focus reset. This is where the dopamine detox truly begins. A dopamine detox, or a digital fast, isn't about getting rid of all dopamine. That's impossible and wouldn't be good for you. It's about reducing your exposure to the cheap, easy, high-frequency dopamine hits so that your brain's reward system can recalibrate. If you eat candy all day, a piece of fruit tastes bland. By taking a break from constant digital stimulation, no social media, no video games, no endless streaming, we lower our baseline need for stimulation. When we do this, the natural, healthy activities like reading a book, having a deep conversation, or working on a challenging project become rewarding again. Biologically, this fast allows our dopamine receptors to reset. They become more sensitive again. This means you'll all start finding more joy and motivation in activities that actually contribute to your long-term goals. The world starts to feel more vibrant, more interesting, and less overwhelming. You're no longer a slave to the next notification. You're back in control of your own attention. This brings us to the ultimate prize, the holy grail of a detoxed mind, deep work. The term was coined by author Cal Newport, and it refers to the ability to focus, without distraction, on a cognitively demanding task. It's the state of flow where you're fully immersed in what you're doing, and you produce high-quality, original work. In our hyper-distracted world, the ability to perform deep work was becoming increasingly rare, and because of that, it's becoming increasingly valuable. When you've reset your focus and strengthened your boredom muscle, you reclaim your ability to think original thoughts. You're no longer just consuming and reacting to the information fed to you by algorithms. You're creating, you're solving, you're engaging with complex ideas without your brain screaming for a distraction. This is where true progress happens, both personally and professionally. Imagine being able to sit down for 2 hours and write, code, or strategize with complete, uninterrupted focus. The quality and quantity of what you can produce in that state is monumental compared to the fragmented, multitasking approach most of us are forced into. Reclaiming deep work means reclaiming your cognitive sovereignty. It means you can finally start building the things you've been dreaming of, one focused block of time at a time. It's not easy, but the peace, productivity, and fulfillment that come from a mind that is finally quiet and focused are worth every moment of uncomfortable boredom. It's time to put down the digital candy and start feasting on the real substance of life. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content on how to thrive in the modern world.